It's also back in October when the last Libra full moon was also when me and my best friend came to visit my mom, and that's when we won the money. That's why we were able to come visit, I believe. And then we went to casinos here, and then we slept in the same bed and kissed for the first time in over a year. And I was I just knew there was a bookend thing. It was a wrapping up of this cycle. But it's instead of trying to fight it and trying to whatever, how you do with cycles sometimes until you get more aware of them, I was okay, but I can't fight it. I just have to let it play out. I know that this isn't a restarting of it. I know it was a wrapping up of it. So sometimes the wrapping up of it, you have to go back and revisit the feelings and shit. That's so cool. I want one of those. So can't fight it. And, with retrogrades, that's common, but this was a longer cycle because, October, I think it was 6 months, wasn't it? October, November, December, January, February, March. Now it's 5 months. Close enough. So, yeah. So it's broke my celibacy twice. But that's okay, because it was part of the cycle wrapping up, and I knew, I was I don't know when it'll bookend or whatever, you know what I'm saying, end, but I think it is now. It is now because it was a Libra full moon, and I was yeah, that makes sense. And why, before the eclipse, I had to I was being pushed to move. I would have moved sooner. I didn't know where to go, but I couldn't force it either. So then it was when I came to visit my mom last time, she's just well, if you need to, you can stay with me. And I was trying to avoid that because it's a small place, and those fucking birds, they're so pretty. So then I was trying to avoid it because it's small, and my OCD, but my OCD is a lot better, and I just had to clean our house, and it works. The chair can be sometimes uncomfortable that I sleep in, but at the most part it's not so bad. And it's sometimes hard to get sleep because it's noisy, because where we live, it's a highway. It's almost it's the street that it becomes a highway, so a lot of trucks and stuff go by. That's okay though. Look at this, so pretty. Kind of, because all the trash under there in there, but this park is so pretty. We used to come here as kids all the fucking time. This is the outskirt of the park. The park is over there. Yeah, so that's why I'm trying to fight it, but then I was being pushed. No, you gotta go. You gotta do it. You just go. And I was trying to fight it. And so that's why I had a lot of meltdowns and stuff. Because I was oh, you're taking me out of my comfort zone. But it was time for me to be out of my comfort zone, so I was fighting it. I'm kind of in another comfort zone, but not really. Trying to, I have space to get to rest and get out of it, I don't have to constantly worry about money and, oh my god, am I gonna get kicked out or blah blah blah. So my mom won't do that shit. We don't get in each other's way or anything, so it's fine. We work better than we used to. We've come a long way in our relationship. We used to get on each other's nerves, and now I think I finally broke that karmic. How with a karmic relationship you'll get under each other's skin easily and shit. We broke that finally. Yeah, that's the thing we hear too. think it's like the church downtown. Sometimes there's a church over here. I don't know. It's just something I've always heard as a child. I do have to get settled with like the food assistance and stuff, but I feel like I'm supposed to not be friends with my best friend anymore. Like, it feels like it's just that's expired, and sometimes the process takes a while, because like if you saw forever with somebody, or no matter what type of relationship, it's really hard, especially we have 12th house and 8th house synastry, like a lot of 12th house. So people say, a lot of people don't like those synastries because it's like, it's painful. Yeah, it can be painful. I'm not gonna lie, it has been painful. And that because of this relationship and the way it didn't work out, is I felt like it was a sure thing. Like, it was weird. Like, I actually was the healthiest one I had until my twin. And that's all I knew was like unhealthy shit. So like, it makes me like, oh, you could flip up, you could switch up like that. Why should I don't want to be with, it caused more trauma. It feels like it caused more trauma than like the other relationships, because like, okay, I look back at there are red signs or red flags with those. This one, it wasn't. But it's strange because like bookend with him too, like with his, like he started out living with this baby mama because, you know, couldn't find a place yet, and I didn't want him to not be in his son's life. It's just that she was making it impossible because his mom was feeding her a bunch of lies about me. She didn't even know me. And so then he just couldn't be in his son's life, because his baby mom was causing all sorts of crap and stalking me and all this crap. Would report my stuff, send people, I don't know, it was just crazy. And now that he's back over there, I'm glad because he's in his son's life, but I feel like maybe he should have like not just jumped right back into living there. I don't know, it's just weird. It's just, but it is, that's his life, that's his shit he has to deal with, learn, whatever. And I don't want to be around, like, I like his son's a cutie, he's funny, I get along with him. But at the time also, when me and him first got together, I was so burnt out from hardly having any help with my kids. I was like, I don't even know if he did visit, I don't know if I could handle all that. So that didn't help. All these factors just didn't help. And then now he's choosing his son over like the way he should be, which is good. And like me, part of me feels like, oh, okay, now I can't rely on you, which I couldn't anyways, because capitalism. And he feels like he's just not doing enough, but it's like, you're gonna work yourself to death. It's hard not to get in that mindset though, because everything is a fucking dumpster fire right now.